listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And
We're
tipsy.
Too many books on my TBR.
Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Hi, bestie.
Hi.
How are ya?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Should we talk about what we just did today?
Yeah, let's.
Oh my goodness. I'm tired already. It's
Nap
day, right? As of recording this is day 1 of Romantasy BookCon. And which people in the hotel that were like not part of us, I kept overhearing them say like, "Did you see that sign says Romantasy? They're from like Romantasy. What do you think that is?" And I thought it was adorable.
That's funny.
But yeah, we have a table. It's adorable.
It is adorable. Trey and I sang karaoke.
Yes, it was amazing. I photographed. I was singing from the audience very loudly. And tomorrow, which will be today? Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get this published tomorrow. We will be hosting an authors panel. I think it's the Badass Babes and Bewitching Booze.
Yes.
I finally have the title down.
So cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun, I think.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Anything else you want to talk about that? To make you a little bad?
Looking forward to it.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this over there now.
Okay. Love it. But yeah, so that's fun. And
We didn't clean this countertop. Sorry. Nobody saw that.
Are we delusional?
This is gonna be either
Bear
a
with
really
us.
funny episode or really. Is Tyler dying in the other room? Sorry. They can't hear it, but Tyler has now sneezed, coughed.
Oh, Lord.
Are you okay? Okay.
No response. Crickets.
Hopefully he didn't die. We should check.
Oh, Trey is squeaking. There's a lot going on.
Okay, we gotta focus. What book
Okay.
are we reading? Throne of Glass.
Okay.
We're reading Throne of Glass,
We are.
which is incredible. I love this book so much.
Oh, do we want to talk about this?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had to remind ourselves what we were reading first. Hey, what you drinking? This is cute. I didn't take a picture of it. What is it?
Crap, I gotta name it. So when Nehemia healed Selena from the Ritterak bite, she said the medicine or whatever tasted like nutmeg. So I made a chai old fashioned with chai and rye. That rhymes.
What?
It's chai and rye.
What's the name of the drink?
I don't know. I didn't
The
name
chai
it.
and rye?
And also, another reason I picked whiskey is because Kale killed someone and needed a strong drink.
Sorry.
And if I killed someone and needed a strong drink, it would be whiskey. I do not speak from experience,
I was
however.
gonna say, maybe we should do a disclaimer there. So maybe we should call it Kale's killing drink.
Wait, that's actually really cute.
I don't know if I'd describe it as cute, but
It's very demure.
what do you guys? Not at all. What do you think, guys? What should we name this? Should we name this Chaos Killing Drink? Should we name it the Chai and Rye?
Should we name it
Nehemia's
medicine?
Sin?
It's like that improv game where you look at each other and try to say the same
Have you
thing.
seen those people that are like, and 1, 2, 3, and then you say a word, and then
Yes,
you try and
you
like
keep
sit the
doing it
same
until
word?
you say
Okay,
the
ready?
same
Let's do
word.
it.
Okay.
Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Books.
Popsicle.
Okay. We got this. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ghosts.
Ice cream. We gotta stay on this. Okay.
I thought it was like I spy.
Which
you
are
just,
you?
like, pick
Okay.
something.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2,
1, 2,
3.
3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Dragons.
You just looked at me and over enunciated before you like actually started to say words. Okay, we got this. I actually have no idea. Can we like pick a topic?
Is that cheating?
Is it cheating? Trey says
Okay.
it's cheating. 1, 2, 3.
Whiskey.
I don't know why I'm not saying that. I like in my brain I said blue, but I didn't say it out loud.
I think we're just playing I Spy at this point.
I spy something blue.
In my painting.
Yes.
We
We won. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Back
Anyways,
to this
cheers.
book and cheers. Wait. I can't believe we didn't do well with that. Is
We'll
this
have to-
2 coasters? That's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, that is
I'll
yummy.
take 14.
Tastes like fall.
The way it doesn't feel like fall. Do you see there's another storm coming? Right when we're supposed to be
In spooky season?
vacating. Yep. Okay.
Anyways,
So
what is this podcast? What do we do on this thing?
We-
We talk about books.
we talk about books. We drink.
So let's dive right in.
We didn't even have any drinks before this.
We did not.
It was just one of those
We are
days.
rolling solely on vibes.
Where do we leave off? What's the last chapter?
Halfway through the book. I think 23 or 24. I think we read through 23.
I want to just start looking at you randomly and being like, 1, 2, 3, pumpkins.
And we'll eventually probably not get it.
I can't believe you didn't just get pumpkins.
I know, I'm so sorry. 1 through 27 was last time. So
But
28.
what
through
happened
the
in
end.
28? Like, all I can think about are my key notes, and I can't think of what we talked about.
Okay, stand by. I got
Wait.
this.
I have the book.
I do too in the other room.
Hey, Trey, can you grab in the Shakespeare bag tote? It's not in the book. Yeah. And it's not. It's like the one that's not in the book cover.
My first note is the gold eyes.
Thank you. The gold eyes. Like her gold eyes?
Yeah,
Dorian
because
explains-
Dorian
Okay.
recognized the
Trey, you
eyes.
could have walked through.
Oh my god. Not him crawling on the ground.
And that was our producer, our manager, our unpaid
Unpaid
intern,
intern.
the bearer of the signs, the bearer of the signs,
The wagon puller.
the wagon puller,
It's
The-
like Selena with all the names, but
the
it's
tracker
Trey.
down of our registration.
Yes. Anyways.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Okay, love that he is like obsessed with her. He's
Yeah.
literally obsessed with her. Same.
He's like, I can't imagine a life without Selena.
Same. Honestly, like, don't we all have a crush on Selena?
Oh, they're playing pool.
Oh, ooh. I love when he was
What a
like,
good scene.
I love that scene. And then also I love when he's like, oh, let me show you. And in his mind, he's like,
This is
the
so
oldest
stereotypical. Oldest
trick
trick
in
in
the
the book.
It's like, but I can't help it. I love that.
Yeah.
My first note is about the candy scene.
Mm.
So is there anything in between there that you want to talk about? Like maybe Cain and realizing or knowing who she is and like trying to out her in front of Nehemia?
Realize.
That was freaking crazy.
Realize.
Wow. I just realized. that.
2008 Tumblr, man. But yeah, Kane knowing who she was and being like,
In front of Nehemia, too.
mm-hmm. Well, also everyone thinks that Nehemia doesn't speak the common tongue.
I think that Nehemia is my favorite character. At least top favorite.
Okay.
And then I will bring her up after our second part. Or second part of when people can leave if they haven't read the whole series. Let me write that note though, so I don't forget.
Oh my god, when she started her period back and Kale's reaction versus Dorian's reaction, Kale's like, oh my god, okay, I'll leave, bye. And then he's like, should I read to you in your final hours? No maiden should die alone. And he's like,
Kale's a little bitch. Okay.
literally.
You can't handle the cramps, the vomiting. You gotta get out of there.
If you can't handle me at my period, you can't,
Can't handle me
at
at
all.
My best.
Oh yeah, that's how that goes.
I like yours though better. Yeah, I do think that.
Get that on a t-shirt, bitch.
Hey Mary, can you make a design for us that says that? Okay, no, but seriously though, that scene makes me so mad because like why are you acting like a little baby?
Literally, he's what, 22?
Yeah.
He's acting like he's 12 years old.
1000%.
He's always acting like he's 12 years old. Also, I can't get over the fact that the captain of the guard of like the king that conquered half the world has never killed someone.
Yeah, why do we think that? What is the theory behind why Kaol is the captain of the guard? Is it just because Dorian?
It's literally just who you know, not what you know.
Yeah, but like, do you feel like anyone else probably would have outed the king's like plans?
Yeah, like maybe
and Kaol's just so dumb that he didn't see. I mean, truly, like when the king and whoever it was went off on their little journey, and he was like, the king wouldn't take my plan of who I wanted to send with him, and like he took his own guards. He doesn't even trust me. And it's like, why wouldn't you have sat there and been like, as the guard of my king's army, like maybe I should be sitting down and figuring out what I'm doing wrong, because my job is like I'm not doing it, but not out of because I'm not doing it, but because the king is not letting me. Like, what do we think? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because he's easily manipulated. And like somebody else would be like, excuse me, this is my job. Whereas he's like, oh darn.
Oh man.
Oh
shucks. We did it. 1, 2, 3. Shucks.
Swiper, no swiping.
Where's the map?
But yeah, I don't know, 'cause he's weak.
He is weak. He's a little baby. He's a little bitch. I don't like him. Kaol. What is the saying? If Kaol has no haters, then I'm dead. That's the saying, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Boom. Okay. So, what else do we need to talk about before this? I didn't get to sing karaoke.
Yeah, now's your moment.
I sang it in my car. I picked Sabrina Carpenter, Coincidence.
Stunning choice. Most of my notes are just about Kaol being petty and annoying.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? Okay, because the first time I read this, I wasn't as annoyed by him as I am now.
Yeah,
and there's so much that I'm just like, the ick, you know?
He is the walking definition of the ick, and I stand by that.
Yeah. So, this whole secret passage thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I also started thinking about a scene in the next book, and I thought it was in this book, in the passageway. And so I was listening. I was going back and forth between reading and listening to it, and I was listening to the book on audio, when I started to pull into work, and it was that scene. And I was like, oh, I'm not getting out of this car. I have to see this for myself. I have to hear this for myself. And then it wasn't the scene. And I was like, wait a minute. What is the scene? And then I realized it's in the next book.
Okay,
Sad.
so the Ritterak is freaking scary.
Oh, so scary. My note says, no way that monster is crazy scary. No, but it really is. Okay, so first off, the descriptions of the killings are
Oh my gosh.
absolutely way more intense than I thought they were.
I like cringed
Like,
multiple times.
The brain being gone,
Ooh.
and
When they talk, or just like the violence in general, like towards the end when
in ginger ale.
Ginger Schwapipi's ginger ale.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is totally a side note, but when I had my baby, they gave me Schwapipi's ginger ale, and I was in the hospital, and I like zoomed in on it and said that, and Tyler like was like, "What is going on?" He's not on TikTok. So.
I feel like he either thinks that we're the funniest people because of TikTok, or we're so weird.
Yeah.
And it's like one or the other, because we're either so funny because he doesn't know the jokes.
Yeah.
Or he's like,
what the hell is
what
going on?
did you just say? Did you have a stroke? Like, legitimately.
Literally.
What do you mean? But okay, so back before the monster, like, attacking her, there's a scene that makes me really, really sad every time I read it, and it's not even a sad scene. And it's when Dorian gives her candy.
Yeah.
And she gets so excited, and every time I read it, I'm like, she's just a kid. Like, she is just a girl.
Yeah. And same thing with the puppy. Like, her, like, interactions with Fleetfoot are just, like, just that.
Do you want to say Fleet Fox when you say that?
I want to say Fleet something and an 8-foot. I'm not going to lie, I don't love the name.
Oh, I like it. I'm sorry for your loss. Did that just take you right back to, like, 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade? There was a time where we thought that was so funny.
And we would say that to
Everything.
Like, oh man, I didn't get to have McDonald's today. I'm
so
sorry for
your
your loss.
I just cringed at myself.
Oh, same.
But anyways, yeah.
Oh, I never, the Schwapipi thing.
Oh.
Off track. What I was going to say was.
Focus. What were you going to say?
When it talked about, like, the duel and they were, like, cutting, and it was like, and it cut through muscle and sinew. And I was like, oh, I don't want to know that.
I don't want to know that. I also need her to find another descriptive word other than erect. Okay. Because the amount of times that she uses that to describe things.
That I feel like that's not a great way. Like,
No.
there are some things that can be erect and some things that it doesn't. I swear I'm not a middle school boy, but like,
No.
for some things it doesn't match, you know?
Yeah. Every time I read it or hear it when I'm listening to it, I'm like, Sarah, you were 16 when you wrote this.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a couple different phrases that I'm like, okay,
Girl.
we get it.
Yeah. But okay, so that whole. Wait, did you finish your thought with a ginger ale?
Yes, the muscle and sinew. Just something else sounded like ginger ale, generally, or something. It wasn't about ginger ale.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. That was rough. All of that was rough. The monster was scary. Nehemia being one of my favorite characters because literally she's pretending like she doesn't know their language the whole entire time. And then when she says something in like perfect whatever language they're speaking, dialect, and she just is like, well, then you're as ignorant as the rest of them. And then walked away, and I was like,
mic drop.
Love it. The word marks underneath her bed.
Yes, it was Nehemia protecting her. She's like, every time you freaking
wiped them.
But also,
I would have wiped them.
In Selena's defense, like, she knew that they had, like, the word marks had to do with all these killings. If I found stuff under my bed, I would.
Like, What is Kane like sneaking in her bedroom and she doesn't know and writing these word marks underneath?
But also, she's not gonna default to someone protecting her because nobody ever
Oh,
has.
so true. Oh, what a statement. Yeah, that's so true.
So I don't know.
Okay, the final scenes with our girl, Caltane. I always want to say it in a southern accent. Caltane.
She's such a Southern belle in my
She
brain.
is. Even the name is southern.
Yeah.
Caltane. Miss
Caltane.
Caltane. Miss Caltane. She was judging the pageant.
She was.
The pageant of the Assassin's Creed. It's not Creed.
The Assassins.
The-
And the, what is Kane?
He was like an ex soldier.
Mm.
But right? Yeah, I think so. This was the first moment that I started to feel bad for her.
For Caltane.
Caltane
Yeah.
was like, oh, you were just completely forced. And then, not just that, blamed
Yeah.
everything on her. The scapegoat. And like the scene, I'll never forget reading that scene when we get the perspective of the king for the first time and just being like, oh my God, I'm in his head. Ugh. And right? It's like even creepy reading where he's like, oh, well, I saw ghosts and someone is watching her or whatever. Like he could totally see through all of the nasty ickiness. Like, oh, wow, that was crazy. Freaking Kale, just being a little supportive bitch boyfriend.
Yeah. Dang, I remember when I didn't.
I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. You know what, though? Selena did Dorian dirty.
She did.
Like, rereading that, I was like, that wasn't nice.
I remember the first time, like, all of the tension and stuff, because, like, I hate love triangles.
Same.
But this time around, still felt, like, all of that, like, icky tension because she was like, you're the prince. I can't get in this right now. I want my freedom. But then she literally, in the same breath, turns around and is like, but Kale.
And, like, right before that entire scene, she watched Kale walk out of the room and then, like, stared after him.
Yeah.
In front of Dorian.
Yeah.
I was like, Selena, girl.
And that whole situation was so awkward when, like, Dorian walked in and they were, like, hugging.
Listen. Those moments, that's what makes me hate love triangles.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so cringe. And also, like, Dorian and Kale are friends.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
Yeah. And, like, why the fuck would you choose Kale over Dorian?
Literally. You could have had a prince. I mean, that comes with a kingdom that was built on horrible blood.
But she's already said, like, he seems different. And if she wants her freedom so much, why is she getting entangled with Kale?
Yeah, I didn't like all that. I wasn't a fan of that. I'm so glad we know what ends up happening, but I won't mention it because we're not past the point of a break yet.
And oh my God, I think it was Nehemia that mentioned it wasn't. Nehemia talked about how much Kale cares for Selena, but somebody else at the ball mentioned how much Dorian looks at Selena and is in love.
Pissed chaos.
Yeah.
Kale off.
Yeah. So it's interesting everybody else's like anecdotes about who is into who and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she admits that she has feelings for Dorian.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, Kale stood next to the chalk. I love him now. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
It didn't take much.
I don't know. I love her, but girl.
Yeah.
That's rough. What time are we at? Should we take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a little break, and then probably after this break, are you ready to talk about spoilers?
Yeah.
For the rest of the series? So thanks for joining in for those who have
not finished this.
And this is a great time to kind of just like save this for a later date and come back and listen to this when you finish the entire series all the way up to Kingdom of Ash.
Through.
Yep, through, not up to. So, see you then. But everyone else, stay. This one's. We're back. And better than ever. That just reminded me of Anastasia.
Oh, I love
I know.
Anastasia.
But sir, and I keek her, sir. The bat.
We need a. Oh my god, so cute. We need a rewatch.
Always. I literally just watched the movie, but I'll watch it again.
Okay, I haven't watched it in years.
I do love it. Okay. So, number one thing. Let's talk about, since we were just there, the situation between Kale, Dorian, and Selena.
Okay.
She describes the room turning cold. When Dorian came in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When Dorian came in and saw them, she says the room turned cold.
That's so true.
I-
Dang.
Easter eggs, do I see? Or am I reading too much into it?
No, I think totally.
I loved that. So anyways, that was my number one. My number one find of this reread was that little Easter egg of
Yeah, I
the
didn't
room
pick
turning
up on
cold.
that. That's good.
Yeah. And then Nehemia, she was done dirty.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, I mean, I get it. I know that she had to die. Has to die in book 2 or 3? 2.
I don't remember.
I think it's 2. In order to
Set everything in motion.
set everything in motion. But I can't help but read her parts and be like just devastated.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no,
Especially
you guys
'cause
are
she
besties.
knows. Like, I think that's the thing
Hardest
that
part.
hits me the most about it is, like, she knows and is doing all of it willingly.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my 2 main things. Anything else that you wanted to talk about in terms of
I honestly didn't pick up on, like,
all that much?
extra things.
I guess, like, when there were more times I realized that, what's his name? Harrington. Like, looks at his ring or
Yeah.
does something where, like, his eyes glaze over. Or there were quite a few mentions about that.
That's true.
And then in the last chapter, when it's in the perspective of the king, and that was the last chapter, right? I think so.
Yeah. One of the last few.
And he's like, I even slowed down on my whatever he was doing to
Yeah.
Caltaine because of headaches being mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And it just breaks my heart for Caltaine.
Yeah. Poor girl. She has no idea.
No idea
what's in store for her.
No, she just wanted a prince. Like every other girl. You know? She's just a girl too.
Yeah. Yeah, it is sad because, like, the way she is bitchy and all that is very, like, court attitude. Like, it's not really her fault. And she's basically getting drugged and controlled. And
100%.
it's very sad.
It is.
I just, reading this, imagine if Selena and Dorian were endgame.
I'm telling you. I can only think of Nameless is My Price and that scene where she basically kicks him out of trying to save the day. Like, can you imagine how horrible that would be? It'd be so devastating.
Yeah.
There's this fan art of the 2 of them, like, laying on the ground when that's happening and they're glowing.
I think I've seen it.
Oh my gosh.
Chills.
People are so talented.
Yeah.
Like, because that's, I mean, the scene is described so beautifully, but at the same time, like, I never pictured them laying down. Of course they're laying down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They're in this trance or whatever. They can't be standing up. I mean, maybe they could be, but, you know, but
Yeah.
that's just, I don't know.
Yeah, but also, like, the whole Alentia thing and, like, how Nehemia's part and all of that, like, comes to play even all the way up to that scene of, like, when other names become too much.
Gosh. Yes. Well, that's the crazy thing is she has so many freaking names, and like her prophecy is that Nameless is her price.
Right.
Is the price. Like what you just said, that is just the most beautiful thing. It was like every single book I feel like she gets a name.
Yeah.
And then for the ending pacifist or whatever I'm trying to say, like the ending big huge deal, and it's like, wait a minute. You may try to make me nameless, but my besties made sure I will live forever.
Yeah.
I love that. Anyways, gorgeous. I can't wait to read the rest.
So how do we want to do that? Do we just want to go to book 2? When are we going to read?
What you said? You looked it up.
Yes. I said after.
I want to
is
say
it the
Crown of
third one?
Midnight. And then, like, what do you guys feel like? Do you feel like we should stop midway and do a spooky read? Like, should we do a little spooky read? We still haven't done In the Company of Witches.
Oh yeah.
Vote on that.
After
Let
Crown
us
of
know.
Midnight, right? Which is which one in the?
I'm really bad at remembering.
Yep. Okay, so the second one and then Assassins.
Assassin's Blade. Yeah. I think the second one is my favorite. I can't remember. Or maybe it's Empire of Storms. We'll find out. I know it's not Tower of Dawn. Hands
Really?
down.
What?
Can we skip that one?
Sure. Or do the tandem read.
Yeah, maybe we should try to. I don't know how we would do that
Ugh.
though. That would be crazy.
We can ask Logie. I think
Mm.
she figured out with like audio and all that.
But like, how would we talk about that on the podcast? You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Third thing. Third thing you need to tell us. Do you want us to do the tandem raid? You know. Let us know. There are comments on Spotify now, which is wicked cool. You should definitely talk to us. Also, Fable. Download the Fable app. Find us Tipsy Book Reads. We'll post again on our story. Because something about like a $5 ebook credit or something you get. I don't know. Cool though. Do it. And then we can chat about it. Like, I'm ready to chat about Throne of Glass. But literally, do you know how many people are in our book club right now? Lainey, number 1. So, and she's reading, but she's in the first chapters. So we want more people so we can chat about it. So join us. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And what else do we have to talk about? Our book fair coming up?
Yes.
October 19th?
October 19th with Writer's Block and Three Eyed Guys Brewing. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, 11:30 to 3:30. All the information is on the Eventbrite. We're very excited. A lot of the same vendors, some new vendors. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun. What else do we need to say? Follow, like, subscribe, comment, leave us a review.
What kept you up? What kept you home?
What kept me up? What didn't keep me up?
True.
I started the new show on Netflix that's about the rabbi. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Nobody Wants Us. I'm 1 episode in. I'm hooked.
Okay.
I'm there.
Cool.
Love it. And then that was what kept me home. Let's just say that. What kept me up is this BookCon
Yeah.
and planning and being excited about it and freaking out that we're going to be talking in front of 200 people
Yeah.
each panel.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's freaking me out. Okay. You know the last time that I talked in front of a bunch of people?
Green beans in the passenger seat. And you're freaking me out.
Okay.
Never. For me.
That's a lie. 'Cause it's going to be the same thing for you.
No, but I've never spoken in front of that many people.
Church?
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my last time.
Okay. Then same.
I'm a little nervous. So.
True.
Anyways.
That is also what is keeping me
Church.
up.
Not the church.
That is also keeping me up. What is keeping me home is I am still on Death Eater TikTok and I'm not mad about it.
You know, I love that for you. I do.
I really don't go on TikTok much, but
I know.
on the rare occasion that I do, it's a Death Eater TikTok.
It's fine. I just have a perfect For You page for you waiting in your direct inbox.
I'm ready for it. It's like the meme that's like staring at your phone and it's like debating if I want to send my friend another meme, although they need to catch up on the 300 I already sent. And it's like sends anyways.
Oop. And I do it again. Okay.
Stay tipsy.
Yeah, I was going to say, follow us on our Instagram and stuff because we'll be posting BookCon things.
Yes.
So,
very exciting.
if you're watching this and this is your first exposure of us because of the BookCon, welcome. We are chaotic, but we're not usually this chaotic. So, we were in episodes 1 through 50.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think people go back and start at the beginning or just like click on the most recent? What do you do when you start a new podcast?
That's a good question. So, typically, I look for, it depends. It depends. If it's like a new podcast, like a book podcast or something, I look for the book that I would like to listen to. If it's like a medical podcast, it's whatever I'm like interested in that I look through. Or if it's like, hey, you should listen to this podcast because I think it's really funny, I'll start with the first one or the newest one. And then I'll listen to the newest one. And if I think it's funny, I'll go back and listen to the first one. What about you?
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place, but most of the podcasts I listen to would be book podcasts, and same, like finding one that is like I've either read the book, depending on the format of the podcast, but I feel like the few times I have just scrolled back and started at the beginning, I've learned that that's not really the best way to do it.
No, not necessarily.
Don't judge us by our sound in the beginning.
There's a reason why our first episode is called Chaos on Steroids.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But, like, I love watching the videos that we have.
Yeah.
Like, that we were just taking on our phone of us just, like, hysterically laughing over who knows what.
Yeah.
Like,
it's fun.
So, it's memorable for us.
Yeah.
Anywho, thanks for listening. Stay tipsy? Is that how we end this thing?
Yeah.
What you've been listening to? Tipsy
Book Reads.
Bye.